I'm Dave Kozer with the Lancaster County Community Foundation. On behalf of our board and staff, we want to say a giant thank you to the good folks at Longs Park Amphitheater Foundation for having the courage and vision to provide the summer music series just a little bit differently this year. The Community Foundation maintained our sponsorship because we believe, especially in difficult times, music brings healing to the soul and binds us together as one community. Check out our website, langfound.org, to learn about the important work that we're doing right now, and be safe, be healthy, and enjoy the show.
Donegal Insurance Group is proud to continue our support of the Longs Park Summer Music Concert Series. We can't gather in the park, but we can still enjoy talented musicians from Lancaster and beyond. Enjoy this evening's show.
From all of us at Clark Associates Companies, we'd like to welcome you and thank you for being a part of the Longs Park Summer Concert Series. We hope that you take this time to enjoy some quality time with your family while you're enjoying the music. For those of you not familiar with Clark Associates Companies, we're a family of companies serving the food service industry. If you're interested in learning more about any of our companies or any of our current employment opportunities, please check out our website, www.clarkinc.biz. Hope you enjoy the music.
On behalf of Lixplama, I want to welcome everyone to tonight's special concert. Now more than ever, we recognize that the arts and music have the power to bring us together. Like you, we so look forward to the time when we can gather together again in beautiful Longs Park to experience the joy of a live concert. But we are fortunate that we get the opportunity to safely enjoy a concert just virtually. Alex Mama, we are proud to support our community by making great things happen together.
Good evening. My name is Tony Kirkner, and I'm a member of the Longs Park Amphitheater Foundation Board and Virtual Concert Design Team. Like many of you, we were forced to make some tough decisions and rethink what we do and how we go about doing it during these challenging and unprecedented times. Even though we can't be with you in person at the park, we're committed to bringing music into your lives, and we're thrilled you're able to join us tonight for this intimate broadcast, which is made possible by the good graces of our benefactors and supporters. Our goal for this production is to pull you from the audience and get you right up here on stage with the performers. There's no large sound system for a public audience. These particular broadcasts are engineered and tailored specifically for up-close and personal video viewing. So without further ado, we present two fantastic storytellers who will whisk you away to times, places, and interesting situations with their unique brands of Americana songwriting. This is Leo DiSanto and Tractor Jerry. We hope you enjoy.
Good evening, people of cyberspace. We come in peace. It's nice to be here. Appreciate this opportunity. I hope y'all are watching comfortably from home or somewhere. If it's any consolation to you, the beautiful green park field you'd be sitting in is pretty much on fire right now. So you're probably good where you are. I figured I'd kick off with one of my older songs, kind of a little bit of a retrospective. This song goes back to when I was in my 20s. I was going to school. I was living in a little two-room apartment in the city and getting pretty tired of that. The city, that is. I'm not really temperamentally suited for it. I'm, a little high-strung. So I was dreaming about land and the land that I might one day get to occupy. And I was very generous with myself in this fantasy of mine. I gave myself a trailer on the land. Because, if you're going to dream big, you might as well dream double wide. Why not? So I did, and this song wound up on an album I released back in 2011, a record called The Moon, a Silver Dime. And I called it Catskills Trailer because I thought that'd be a nice place for my imaginary trailer to be. So. No matter where I roam, it's some place to get back to, a place to hang my hat and take off my clothes. Imagine living life that way, always running away from the law or the landlord. At least you don't get bored living on your toes. There's always some place you'd rather be, seen it on TV or in a magazine. Pompeii or Aberdeen, the calling of the great unknown. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. The telephone don't ring here, bottles and cans don't pay the bill. Well, I don't ask much of you, be there to help me through life's spooky hollow. You don't have to swallow my philosophy. I don't tell you where to buy your clothes, and I don't care where your money goes, just as long as it's yours. Let me die dirt poor if I wanna be, with my hot plates and coffee machine, my tabloid magazine and a radio. Black flies in the kerosene, policemen in the town below. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. The telephone don't ring here, bottles and cans don't pay the bills. I know that you treat me kind, even though my tongue unwinds like a sideshow barker all night till there's light in the windows. Well, I'm a pipe dreamer, I've been told. I don't know if it's bold or just blind as bad shit, or to the world that the rest of the world knows. There's always something in the wind that says come in, get out, come back again. Sit down, where have you been? We know you get hung up in that skull all alone. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. The telephone don't ring here, bottles and cans don't pay the bills. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. We got a mobile home, we got a mobile home in the Catskills. The telephone don't ring here, I don't believe it ever will. All right. Thank you very much.
I'm hot over here just watching that happen, Leo. My Lord. Folks, my name is Jerry. I play in a band called Tractor Jerry and the Mud Bucket here in town. And I appreciate being invited for the songwriter evening here tonight. I'm going to start off with a tune that I wrote. It was on our first release back in 2015. Grew up down in southeast corner of Pennsylvania. And wrote a song about a girl. I needed to put a name on it. There was a Old Nichols Farm was up at the top of our hill. And so I named this song Old Man Nichols' Daughter. Walking, kicking stones on the road way down by the water. First time I laid eyes on Old Man Nichols' daughter. Now she give me a smile, and I give it a go. 'Cause if I don't, well, I'll never know. And she lead me on down way far away from the old man. And somewhere in a tree, she grabbed hold of my left hand. I went running through the field. Now what was running through my head? Yeah, now come on, was all she said. And I could tell by the way she's pulling me along, yeah, she'd been down this road before. And I was such a young man that day, was everything but sure. When I went walking, kicking stones on the road way down by the water. First time I laid eyes on Old Man Nichols' daughter. Now she give me a smile, I give it a go. And if I don't, well, I'll never know. Quick as she rolled in, well, that quick she was gone. Old Man Nickel up on the hillside, I could hear him carrying on. And halfway down the logging road, she turned to give a smile. Who'd have known that all the while I was walking, kicking stones on the road way down by the water. First time I laid eyes on Old Man Nickel's daughter. Now she give me a smile, I give it a go. And if I don't, well, I'll never know. Walking, kicking stones on the road way down by the water. First time I laid eyes on Old Man Nichols' daughter. Now she give me a smile, I give it a go. And if I don't, well, I'll never know. She give me a smile, I give it a go. And if I don't, well, I'll never know. She give me a smile, I don't, well, I'll never know. Thanks, folks.
Sounds like a Southern PA romance to me.
Yeah, a song about a girl.
Nice tune. I'm going to do a Pennsylvania song, too. This is off a new record that came out in 2020, but it actually seems like it was 10 2020s ago. You know how 2020 is kind of like that? That's how, well, this came out at the beginning, back in January, and we got a little tour in behind it. Me and my mandolin player, Jeff Bryson, from the group Vinegar Creek Constituency. We made our first duo record, because we tour that way a lot. And on there is a song called Letters from Centralia. Now, some of you folks undoubtedly will know the story of Centralia, Pennsylvania, about 2 hours north of where I now stand, but I'll run it down briefly for you, just for those who don't know. Centralia was a coal mining town. And back in 1962, a fire started in the town dump, and it quickly spread to the veins of anthracite coal underground and shot through all the mining tunnels. Got way out of hand, and nobody could put it out. And of course, they tried for a while, as you do. And then after a while, I guess they just kind of threw up their hands and went, meh, and went back to life as usual. But things started to get weird around Centralia after that. Before too long, people started reporting health problems. They were getting respiratory things going on from toxic gases from the fire seeping into their basements. The local filling station reported that the gasoline underneath was heating up to a treacherous time-bomby-like temperature. And then there was Valentine's Day 1981, which this little kid named Todd Domboski, shout out to Todd Domboski if you're watching the broadcast, hit me up. We'll do a tour together. Anyway, so Todd's out playing on Valentine's Day, and all of a sudden a big old flaming hellhole opens up under his feet, a big old sinkhole full of fire and brimstone and everything, and he's hanging onto the edge for dear life. And fortunately, some friends were able to rescue him, but the Commonwealth of PA stepped in pretty quick after that, and they said, everybody's got to bug off, Centralia is not a place anymore. So they started buying up all the houses and the businesses, shutting them down, knocking them down, and there's not much left there today except a bunch of kind of crumbling, weedy streets that lead to nowhere and some steam coming out of the grates in the ground. But there was a small group of people who didn't want to leave their homes, and they fought it in court. And eventually, after a long legal battle, they won with two caveats. One, they're not ever allowed to sell their homes. And two, they're not even allowed to bequeath their homes to anyone when they die. So the town of Centralia has just been vanishing year after year. I don't know how many people are there now. We travel around, and sometimes people say, there's only 2 now. And sometimes we'll be in Bloomsburg, which is near Centralia, and they'll be like, oh, there's 5 now. And that's kind of authoritative because of the distance. But folks, I'm no armchair songwriter. I do field research. So me and my dog Ringo took a trip out to Centralia to write this song. And a lot of the lyric is inspired by an interview I read with some of the remaining residents. It's called Letters from Centralia. Dear Marie, thought I'd take this chance to write you. I had some business in a town that's got a post office. There's so much I've meant to say ever since you moved away. It's been so long, you probably have forgotten me. I never blamed you much doing what you did. Heard the Commonwealth folks made you a nice offer. I'd have sold them my place too if I had brains like you. So where I am is nowhere now. Guess I'm nobody too. No train stop at Michigan Central Station. Nobody wants to swim the Salton Sea. Hey, and you can't send letters from Centralia. So I guess I won't be writing much, Marie. We were just kids back in 1962, playing Red Rover while the devil bought the place downstairs. I sure had a thing for you. I don't think you even knew. Some fires are destined to stay buried. You remember Valentine's Day you won. That Domboski kid fell down the sinkhole. Brought the government around, trying to erase our town. But home is home, and hell with all that hell below the ground. No train stop at Michigan Central Station. Nobody wants to swim the Salton Sea. Hey, and you can send letters from Centralia. So I guess I won't be writing much, Marie. don't believe it's half as urgent as they say it is. I cough sometimes and a cat or two gets barbecued. They tore all them houses down and the weeds grew over the ground. To walk the streets you'd never know this used to be our town. Well, Marie, I only thought I'd drop a line. I don't think I'll make it back to Ashland for some time. Going back from where I came, no zip code and no name. Ghost inside a ghost town, watching steam rise from the trains. No train stop at Michigan Central Station. Nobody wants to swim the Salton Sea. And you can send letters from Centralia. So I guess I won't be writing much, Marie. No, I guess I won't be writing much, Marie. Thank you very much.
Nice. Fiery hellhole, huh? Was that part of your story? Was that part of the narrative?
Yeah, we can only imagine there were like little devils with pitchforks in there poking him in the bum. It's scientific, you know.
I would have played different songs if I knew I was allowed to say fiery hellhole.
Maybe you're not.
I was like Tractor Jerry. They told me to clean this thing up.
I always try to ask forgiveness rather than permission when it comes to a lyric. You know?
All right, well, since you cracked the door for playing darker tunes, I'm going to play a song. In my work, I've been around some complex folks, and this song's about addiction. It's called Habit. Frankie's got a habit, he says he's in a real bad way. He says he gotta have it 3, maybe 4 times a day. You can find him in the square, sun up to sunset, cup shaking for change, got a sign that says God bless. Frankie's got a habit, says he's in a real bad way. Frankie's got a habit, he says that he can't kick it. Says all he thinks about's different ways that he can get it. And he don't want your food, and he don't want you to pray. Yeah, Frankie's got a habit that says he's in a real bad way. Jenny's got a habit, says she could have been the next big thing. Tell you truth, I don't even know if Jenny's even her real name. You can find her on the corner where retail meets the hood. Says she had enough to make it out in Hollywood, but now Jenny's got a habit, says she could have been the next big thing. Jenny's got a habit, she says that she can't kick it. Says all she thinks about's different ways that she can get it. She ain't looking for love and wouldn't keep it if she had it. But Jenny's in a bad way. Jenny's got a habit, she says she's gotta have it. Jenny's got a habit, she says she's gotta have it. Charlie's got a habit and he's still working nights at the bar. He's trying to hide that hustle, you know he's not trying very hard. free drinks for tips with no money in the till. Tip jar's empty cause he traded it for pills. Charlie's got a habit and he's still working nights at the bar. Charlie's got a habit, he says that he can't kick it. Says all he thinks about's different ways that he can get it. He said it was a slow night, but that's just what he say. Charlie's got a habit, and I think he's in a bad way. Charlie's got a habit, he says that he can't kick it. Says all he thinks about's different ways that he can get it. He said it was a slow night, that's just what he say. Yeah, Charlie's got a habit, and I think he's in a real bad way. Charlie's got a habit, he says he's got a habit. Charlie's got a habit, he says he's got a habit.
Nice, man. Powerful tune. Well, I see your song about addiction, and I will raise you one song about mental illness.
Oh, nice. always the trump
don't
card.
blame us, folks. Blame the American folk tradition. You know, it's just all death and misery and mutilation back there. Look at the history. You know, Townes Van Zandt, the great Texas songwriter, said there's two kinds of music. There's the blues and there's zippity doo dah. And we're not here to play any zippity doo dah. This is a new one too from the same new record as the last one, and it was inspired by a word I heard on it was a psychologist, I believe, being interviewed on a podcast, and he said the word anhedonia. It's a symptom of depression. It means the inability to feel joy or pleasure. If you think about it, hedonism is a pleasure seeker. Anhedonia is the opposite of that, somebody who can't feel it. And I hope you don't know what that feels like, but I bet a lot of you do. And I got to thinking, if that feeling, anhedonia, was a character, what would the character's story be? So I made it a woman's name, Anna Donia, with one of those little tildes above the N, is how you spell it. And this is the story that I came up with. Never forget to do this. You're in a bad way if you get halfway in and realize your harmonica's down there. You know? Anhedonia greets the clouds of Sunday morning. The bells are ringing, oh clear day la lune. Silver jingles in the line and it rains all the time. If it ain't raining now, it must be raining soon. In her heart she's searching for the words to tell me she no longer wants me like I want her to. And I shake my head and smile, yeah, I've known that quite a while. I just thought I'd stick around till I was sure you knew I knew. But it's not the end, it's just a little darkness. A little darkness is only moonlight on the wane. If this ain't love, it's something kinda like it, with a little gray, a little rain. Anhedonia was a child, she was an orphan, talking to the sad-eyed lady in the moon. Destiny distantly shined like the Pickway silver mine, so she stuck her thumb out on the road to ruin. Sometimes it's hard to know your heart's from your diamonds. Sometimes it's hard to know your heart at all. I've been dealt a losing hand and Anna called me, so I ran straight out of the frying pan and up against the wall. But it's not the end, it's just a little darkness. A little darkness is just like waiting to be born. If this ain't love, it's something kinda like it, with a little flash, with a little storm. Anadonia didn't know where she was going, never seemed to care what fate would bring. She's always trying to catch a thrill wild enough to get her killed, which felt better than not feeling anything. The papers ask me where she's gone and I don't answer. Locked up somewhere, maybe in her grave. Running guns or running games, always running all the same. And it don't matter to or from, the wild bird dreads a cage, but it's not the end. It's just a little darkness, a little darkness is just like waiting to be born. This ain't love, it's something kinda like it. A little rose with a little thorn. It's not the end, it's just a little darkness. A little darkness is only moonlight on the wane. This ain't love, it's something kinda like it. With a little gray, a little rain, a little gray, a little rain, a little gray, a little rain, a little gray, a little rain. Thank you so much.
I like that, Leo. It was like a happy song with just only a little gloom and doom, like
Right,
a sidecar
right.
gloom
Yeah,
and
it,
doom. I
it
like
comes in on the sidecar, gloom and doom, but there's a little sun peeking through.
I like
I was pleased with myself about that. Wasn't totally dark.
Nice. I'm going to take it back to Pennsylvania. I talked about growing up down in southeastern Pennsylvania. Up here we have the Susquehanna. Down that way there's the White Clay Creek. And we spent a lot of time there because it was kind of back in the woods and wasn't built up when I was a kid. And so we spent a lot of time at those creeks. And this song's about a girl and sitting on those rocks. It's called Blood Orange. Pops get me off the afternoon on account my hands are blistered through working 22 days straight. No question he's a godly man, but he says when the crops come in, God and church and prayer can wait. I took the road over the field, avoid the thicket and the thorn. Guess I must be getting soft. 10 miles to my baby's farm, got after her inside the barn till her daddy run me off. Blood orange glow through my eyes, held closed under the sun. Lying down on the rocks by the river. Tired, I can't sleep, can't stop thinking when she slips away. We'll meet and we'll lie here together. Witch hazel and raw honey salve to help my cracked and bloody hands hold still, best try not to bend. And we both grin cause we both know I'd put these hands on a hot stove to get inside her dress again. When that time came she broke free, my best attempt to beg and plead didn't quit her leaving me alone. And that wheel that carried me 10 miles through the hills to see her smile won't help my dragging ass get home. Blood orange glow through my eyes, held closed under the sun. Lying down on the rocks by the river. So tired I can't sleep, can't stop thinking when she slips away. We'll meet and we'll lie here together. The blood orange glow through my eyes, held closed under the sun. Lying down on the rocks by the river. So tired I can't sleep, can't stop thinking when she slips away. We'll meet and we'll lie here together. Thank you.
All right. That's a real pretty one.
Sorry to bring the party down.
Oh, man. That was a beautiful song. Gotta go down to drop D. Bob Dylan liked it, and so do I. We're both curmudgeons with guitars. So. Speaking of Dylan, I guess that kind of segues in. Whatever. I can use anything as a segue. It just doesn't always make sense, and usually doesn't. This song is kind of inspired by something that Robbie Robertson of The Band said. You know, The Band's one of my favorite groups. Their album, The Band, was one of my favorite records of all time. And on their first album, they did a song called The Weight, which you guys have all heard, because anytime anyone has a jam anywhere, somebody plays The Weight, and they always get the timing wrong on the chorus, but they do it anyway. You know, Take a Load Off Fanny. Great song. Once when asked about that song, Robbie Robertson said it was about the difficulty of being a saint. And I thought that was interesting, right? I don't have any trouble being a saint myself. I've never even given it a shot, to be honest with you. But I got to thinking about that topic too, and I guess I kind of ended up writing my own song about the same thing. This is a tune from my a 2011 album, The Moon is Silver Dime, and it's called One of the Good Ones. I wanted it to sound a little ugly, but not that ugly. Yeah, more like that. I learned that from Thelonious Monk, folks. In the streets there are no cars, there is no light. In the forest, owls are waking up the night. In the houses and the bedrooms out of sight, people are dreaming. Do they sleep because there's nothing else to do? Do they dream because in dreams they're born anew? To discover when they wake they'll have become one of the good ones. I don't expect a lot, but I ask too much, and I lean upon my anger like a crutch. Even though I realize it's such a sad way to go. Outside the rain falls and the churches ring their bells, believing most of us will die and go to hell. If God's good, you know I'm sure that he can tell one of the good ones. Contraptions of skin over bone were not made to be good, exploding or sinking like stones. Darling, if I could, I would call back the reckless words I let fly. I see written on the teardrops in your eye. I hope that you can see how hard I try. I will try again. Maybe it's good enough to know you can be free of the rusted chains of time and misery. I'll do everything that I can do to be one of the good ones. Contraptions of skin over bone were not made to be good, exploding or sinking like stones. Darling, if I could, I would keep you with me here tonight under the stars. But instead, you'll catch a plane you'll call a car. I'll always tell everyone I know that you are one of the good ones. Thank you so much.
It's a great tune, Leo. I was just looking at my set and I realized I wrote another song about a girl. That's how I avoided all my bad songs, was to bring all my songs about girls. So. If I had a nickel for every song I wrote about a girl, I could buy something. Bucket of chicken or something, right? What I'm trying to get at, Leo, is like if you had a nickel for every song you wrote about a girl, how much chicken could you buy? I was down in Outer Banks recently, and if anybody that's been there knows there's not a lot to do. And so I wrote this song about a boy that has to choose between the love of his life and the farm that he's running. The song is called The Land. She said, boy, you know I love you. It's time to pump the brake. 'Cause working this old farm, that's not what I had in mind. From what I see, it gives a lot less than it takes. And your love of this land, boy, that's your heart, it ain't mine. And that took me by surprise. Yeah, it took away my breath. And I could see she was searching for words she couldn't find. While wearing out my pride, I had my eyes down in the dirt. I said, as long as you stay quiet, girl, the more this seems to hurt. And I'm damned if I don't follow the girl and ask her for her hand. I'm damned if I do stay true to my roots, keep my word to my old man. And it's chewing at my head, this fear that I can't shake, a love that can't be bought, in this land that can't be sold. I swear the devil had his hands in this choice I have to make, to choose between the land and the hand I want to hold. The more time that I took, the longer I stood still. The longer I stood still, yeah, the less I heard her voice. One thing that I know now that I didn't know back then, sometimes when you don't choose, the not choosing makes the choice. Damned if I don't follow the girl and ask her for her hand. I'm damned if I do stay true to my roots and keep my word to my old man. And it's chewing at my head, this fear that I can't shake, a love that can't be bought in this land, that can't be sold. I swear the devil had his hands in the choice I have to make, to choose between the land and the hand I want to hold. Damned if I don't follow the girl and ask her for her hand. Damned if I do stay true to my roots, keep my word to my old man. And it's chewing at my head, this fear that I can't shake, love that can't be bought in this land, that can't be sold. I swear the devil had his hands in this choice I have to make, to choose between the land and the hand I want to hold. And it's chewing at my head, this fear I can't shake, love that can't be bought in this land, that can't be sold. I swear the devil had his hands in this choice I have to make, choose between the land and the hand I want to hold, to choose between the land and the hand I want to hold.
You know, Jerry, I was thinking about the math while you were playing that song, and
That song usually makes me think of math as well.
I feel like if you had a nickel for every girl you've ever written a song about, factoring in inflation, you wouldn't be able to buy enough chicken to even feed all those girls.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
True.
It's a sad fact of our civilization today.
And then what chicken to buy?
All right. You got to get the organic stuff. You know.
Royal
Pastured-
Farms, I hear, is very good. Royal
pastured
Farms
hens.
chicken. I'm gonna put in a plug for Royal Farms chicken.
I'm gonna put myself out on a limb a little bit here, and do a song I just wrote like 2 weeks ago. Maybe my newest song. It was inspired by one of the things that I get to go and do in my career as an entertainer is sometimes I go out to senior living homes and I play for people out there. Sometimes down in the dementia wards too. And I've always really valued this experience. It's the opportunity to make connections with people who who have a really different kind of consciousness going on now is there, and it's really touching to see somebody all of a sudden swoon to an old Elvis song or something, and you feel that connection, whereas you might not be able to have a conversation with some of these folks, but you can with music. Anyway, one day I'm sitting there in a dementia ward down in the southern part of the state waiting to go on. And I see all these people walking around, and they're doing all the things that they usually do in there, which is just anything. You know, it's completely unfiltered behavior. They might be laughing, they might be crying, they might be breaking stuff. And I was thinking to myself, you know, these things really are made to go to pieces. And by these things, I meant us, you know, humans. There's no telling which way it's going to go. And the one thing that maybe unites all of us is our impermanence. And that was kind of this little, this sort of Buddhist-ish meditation on impermanence that gave rise to this song. Because I think that when we keep in mind that we're not here forever, it's a pretty good guide on how we ought to act, how we ought to treat ourselves, and how we ought to treat other people too. So I guess that's what this song's all about. It's a tune called We All Go Together. falling apart might be the only kind of certainty we'll ever know. But in my heart, I know there ain't no kind of heaven but where everybody goes. When you go to your rest with your hands folded together on your chest, you'll be neither rich nor clever when you're off to Lord knows where. How do you wanna go there? There are those who try to create a world where camels jump through needle eyes. But is it wise to clutch your pearls and rage at all the things that you despise? When you falling back into the mystery, will all your brothers and your sisters be there hanging down their heads, weeping and drawing the shades? 'Cause you were made, you were made to go to pieces, but you're afraid to go to pieces. Everybody goes, so why don't we go? Why don't we all go together? Falling apart might be the only road to empathy we'll ever need. But in my heart, I know there ain't no kind of freedom but where everybody goes free. For to sing like your throat is full of thunder, and to swim like you've always known the water on the shores of Lord knows where. Ramshackle boats on the waves, 'cause we were made to go to pieces, but we're afraid to go to pieces. Everybody goes, so why don't we go? So why don't we go? Why don't we all go together? 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 Thank you.
Yeah, man, thanks for playing a new one. That's awesome.
Thanks for listening.
I found myself slow dancing by myself.
I was hoping for
So it was
that.
like a 7th grade dance over here. I hope I wasn't in the shot. Songs I wrote about my grandfather. He was a complex man. He was a hard worker. World War II vet. And this is my take on my granddad. This song's called Red Man, and it's the second track off our new release. Well, my granddaddy chewed red man, drove an old model Ford 4 on the floor. At the stop sign, he'd open up the driver's side and spit out on the road. And when he missed, it hit the door. Cigar dipped in Aniseed, he'd give a little grin, but never admit he was wrong. 8-track Johnny Cash cassette, Sunday morning coming down. It's my granddad's favorite song. He never held a punch, not the kind of man was gonna ask you twice. He never said I'm sorry once. My grandma told me, boy, you know that doesn't make him right. She said he disappeared once, the year that he'd come home from the war. In a dark motel room in Magnolia, clerk said he'd been holed up in his room a week or more. She said she drove up through the night, and on that ride home that they didn't speak at all. Since then he never left my side. He said he tried to leave that part of himself up in that dark room in Arkansas. He never did forgive himself. He used all the strength he had to hold a grudge, and only showed a handful of friends and family who he was. Yeah, my granddaddy chewed red man, his knees half shot from a life of laying brick and stone. He drank cold Stroh's beer out on the front porch, the house he built with his own hands in 1954. And he'd tell stories just for fun. He'd hide a couple lies inside the blanket of the truth. I know he didn't mean it none when he told me that I could go straight to hell a time or two. Yeah, he never held a punch, not the kind of man that would ask you for a hand, 'cause he'd rather work all day and work all night than owe another man. Yeah, my granddaddy chewed red man and drove an old Model 4 on the floor.
Well, since we're both standing here with instruments, what do you say we play one at the same time? Or a couple even. Seems like the thing to do. This is the sing-along part of the show, folks. If we've got some material we figure you might be able to join us on. We won't know if you're cheating. Even if you don't know the words, have at it. Why not? While I'm standing here at this mic, I really want to thank the folks from the Longs Park board and their tech team and everybody for the privilege of playing on this stage where I've been entertained by so many legends over the years. Richie Havens made me cry from this stage some years ago. He was right over there. I swear I saw it happen. That a cappella version of On the Turning Away, man. It's a real pleasure to be back up here again. And we've been in the shade the whole time, thanks to the way you guys so brilliantly set it up.
It's good that I'm on the banjo tonight, Leo, because your storytelling has been, your game is strong.
Thanks, man.
So while I'm changing out my banjo, you can talk to these good folks. That's good. I like it.
I'm used to talking through various instrument changes, and well, here's the thing. Here's how I come by it. I never make set lists, so I never know what I'm going to do next, and I have to run my mouth until I figure it out. So it turns into stories, and all the better for it.
In Tractor Jerry and the Mud Bucket, we usually just talk about beer in between songs,
Yeah.
so that's kind of stale.
Well, I gave it up, so I can't do that anymore. Got to talk about something else. I don't even know what half the time. But all right, let's see if you guys can dig into this one. I bet you've heard it. Look at Miss Ohio. She's running around with the rag top down. She says, I wanna do right, but not right now. Gonna drive to Atlanta, live out this fantasy, running around with the rag top down. She says, I wanna do right, but not right now. Put your arm around the shoulder of a regimental soldier. Mama starts pushing that wedding gown. She says, I want to do right, but not right now. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, would you look at Miss Ohio? She's running around with the rag top down. She says, I want to do right, but not right now. I know all about it, honey, you don't have to shout it. I'm gonna straighten it out somehow. She says, I wanna do right, but not right now. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, won't you look at Miss Ohio? She's running around with the rag top down. She says, I wanna do right, but not right now. She says, I wanna do right, but not right now. She says, I wanna do right, but not right now. It's a Gillian Welch song, folks. That was part of the show. An important part.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, I can hear that whistle blowing, coming round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine and I don't know when yet, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. And time keeps rolling on. When I hear that whistle going on down San Antonio, yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, when I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. Yeah, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Thank you, Leo. Well, they're probably somewhere sitting in some fancy dining car, probably sipping coffee now and having sweet cigars. Yeah, well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free, yeah. But that train keeps rolling, yeah, and that's what tortures me. Well, if that freed me from that prison, if that railroad car was mine, probably take it a little on further down the line, way far away from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle, yeah, blow my blues away. Yeah, if that freed me from this prison, if that railroad car was mine, probably take it a little on further down the line, way far away from Folsom Prison. It's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle, yeah, blow my blues away. Yeah, I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah, well, I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah. That was a whole bunch of fun.
Yeah, all right. Some Johnny Cash for you, folks. I've never been to Folsom Prison, but I've been to the lake. The lake's nice. They let me leave whenever I wanted to.
Yeah, see, that's good stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I was talking about. I think we got one more for y'all.
Yes, we do.
Thanks for tuning in, whoever's out there. All the best people, I imagine. Obviously. It's been a real pleasure to do this. Thanks, Jerry.
Leo, thank you. I'm trying to get myself straight here. Folsom Prison took me down.
Oh, yeah, it'll do that. It'll loosen you up. Thanks to Steve behind the board there and all the folks behind the cameras there and the folks over here who are just sitting here giving us moral support throughout the whole thing. We definitely we feel that. Joe, Tony. Yeah, I knew Tony. I just wasn't going to mention him. All right, yeah. So one more tune, folks. Sing along with us if you can.
There we go. Well, they blew up the Chicken Man in Philly last night, and they blew up his house too. They Down on the boardwalk, they're looking for a fight. They're gonna see what those old racket boys can do. And they got trouble busting in from out of state. The DA, he can't get no relief. It's gonna be a rumble down on that promenade. The gambling commissioner's hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, brush your hair real pretty, and meet me tonight down in Atlantic City.
Well, I got me a job, try to put my money away. I got debts no honest man can pay. I drew out what I had from the Central Trust and bought us 2 tickets on that Coast City bus. If everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, brush your hair real pretty, and meet me tonight down in Atlantic City. Now I love might have died, love might be cold, but with you forever I'll stay. Gone down the way, sand turns to gold, and put your stockings on, 'cause it might get cold. Looking for a job, it's hard to find. It's winners and losers, and I'm south of the line. And I'm tired of getting caught out on that losing end. I talked to a man last night, gonna do a little favor for him. Yeah, everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, brush your hair real pretty. You meet me tonight down in Atlantic City. Put your makeup on, brush your hair real pretty. You meet me tonight down in Atlantic City. Put your makeup on, brush your hair real pretty. Meet me tonight down in Atlantic City. Thank you so much, folks.
Tractor Jerry,
Thanks, man.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Around here, community is much more than the place where we live. It's the values we share and the friends and neighbors we know. Hardworking, honest, warm and welcoming. Just walk down the street and you can feel it. This is home. And this is your hometown bank. Proudly local since 1881. Ephrata National Bank. You'll feel the difference.
Life is unexpected. Routines have changed, and shopping looks different. But low prices remain essential. At Giant, we're extending our best deals longer to be there for you when you need them most.
You don't do business with a building. My belief is that you do business with a person. My experience was exactly what their slogan and their logo says. It was wanting to understand myself as a customer, what my needs were, and that's what keeps bringing you back. And it's nice and refreshing to see JBT providing that service with a smile.
Get to know JBT, where you can always bank on a smile.